Hello everyone! So I'm here today to show you how I did this drawing. This is draw this in your style. I did in my Instagram account a few weeks ago and nobody did it. Well, it's still there in case you want to do it. So here's the video. This character is from the comic I'm currently making. It's based on Terraria. She's a harpy from the world of this game. This character has gone through a long process of changes, and this was the final design that I liked the most. I wanted to make her with a more human appearance. To begin with, I start with the sketch. This one's messy at first, but I'm gonna clean it up later. At this stage, you can try all the poses, all the positions that you like, or all the points of view. For example, you can try perspective, you can try side, whatever. This is the stage where you place things in the place where you like them to be at your convenience. I do take my time to do the nails because this gives this, sleigh look. Like, I like it. Usually, I don't do much of a sketch. I wanted it to be simple pose, nothing too complicated, to show this character design in a way that was understandable. For the line art, I'm using a brush that is not solid. It's like reacts with the pressure of the pen. And it is like transparent in some parts depending on the pressure you put on it. Gives this sketchy look to the drawing. Right here I'm using the warp tool. The best tool to do this is the mesh or the liquify tool. I know that Eve's Paint have it, but I'm not sure about Kirita, so I use the warp tool. For the hand, she's grabbing some of her feathers. This character is based on Terraria, this game that looks like retro and pixel art. And this character specifically is based on the harpies. She has the harpies colors, but I make her like more humanly like because she's like part human and part harpy. So right here she's holding her feathers. That's because the harpies usually when they attack they throw feathers at you, so I thought that it makes sense. This drawing was meant to be an inactive animation for this character. So right now it looks like bald or weird. That's because I'm gonna use other layers behind and on front of her to animate the hair a little bit. For real, this face took me no time. That's because I'm using a simple cartoon or comic style on her. And lately in all of my drawings, that's because I don't have enough time to do those painting style drawings. And I don't know, people kind of like think that they are AI. And I don't like it. I don't like to be telling to people every time I post a drawing, no, it's not. So I'm trying this style because it's more like, I think it looks more human. You can see the lines. You can see my messy sketching behind it. Sometimes the lines aren't perfect. Or you can see my defects if you take a good look at it. So I like it. Also, it's very expressive. I think AI haven't reached this level yet where you can tell it has complex emotions, or AI just, I think it replicates more like basic things like angry, happy, scared, but in between those expressions, AI is like kind of, it doesn't get it yet. Still too basic to do complex emotions and stuff like that. That's pretty much artists doing right now. For coloring, I don't like to complicate things too much. I use 3 basic tones. First goes the general color, after goes the shadow colors, and for last I use blush. And I think that's enough. And also a little bit of white to the little shining dots at the ending. Because this style doesn't need much blending or much, it's like cartoonish. It's more comic style. So you can see the line that separates the shadows from the light. And I like that. It's like a pop art and stuff like that, more anime, whatever. And also really quick to make. If you're making a comic, or if you're making people who do comics, people who do animation, it looks good and it works. I put a little bit more of love in this one is because I'm gonna be using the same base for the whole animation, so her body is gonna be static but in movement. I don't know if I can explain myself. So this is gonna be in a slow motion, like breathing or like a bouncing motion, and this whole piece can be, I can put more detail to it because I'm not gonna do a frame by frame on this part. Her tattoos are these dragons that are appearing in Terraria once you defeat the magma biomass monster. So after that event, everything starts changing in the world and these dragons appear. So in my story, I'm making like these dragons a myth, and after, well, everything happens, these dragons are gonna appear. So she's gonna have these tattoos because she likes the history and she likes these mythological creatures that live among the harpies. To make this static animation, I only used the frames for the hair, and I use the transformation tool a lot. Right here I'm using it to create in between frames to make the movement more smooth. Same is for the wings. The wings are gonna be like in the background, so I'm just adding sufficient details to it, not much. Same as I did with the hair, I'm gonna transform the layer of the wings to create the different frames and the motion. The trick here is that once I found the movement I wanted for one wing, I duplicated that layer and used the mirror feature to move it the other way, so that way I have both wings with a synchronized movement. Always in animation, it's about testing, it's about checking twice the movement to see if it's right. What I did was moving the wings a little bit and checking if I like it after. I synchronized the movement of the hair in the back with the movement of the hair on front, so it all goes with the motion. You might be heard this a lot, but you gotta flip the canvas just in case to see if there's mistakes in your drawing. Maybe you couldn't see at first, but once you flip it, it's like you had a side of your brain that is more developed than the other. It's easier to see if there's a mistake this way. And this is how this whole thing ended. What do you think? And that's all for today. I hope you like it, and subscribe and like for more videos. That was too much talking.